The SpaceX Starship mega rocket broke up above the Indian Ocean as it embarked on its third test flight today.
Still, the NASA chief called it a success because the flight actually reached space and fixed problems that occurred during earlier tests. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk says there will be at least 6 more Starship flights this year. NBC News senior correspondent Tom Costello joins us now. Tom, it is great to see you. So SpaceX says even though the rocket didn't splash down as planned, that this flight still achieved several key milestones. What can you tell us?
Bottom line is, listen, ladies, this is the biggest rocket ever. It has 33 engines. It is meant and built to take humans to the moon and then on to Mars. And that image right there is critical. That is the plasma that is enveloping the rocket, the Starship, as it was trying to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and come back to Earth. Ultimately, it enveloped the entire rocket, and the rocket was lost. But what matters is the rocket flew for 45 minutes. It achieved optimal speed in space. It did hit space. And so this is viewed as yet another success. Keeping in mind, this was the third attempt to launch Starship, which is, again, the biggest rocket ever built, part of the SpaceX Starship system that will eventually carry humans to the moon and maybe one day even Mars. So, yes, a failure that they want to investigate, but also a success.
Now, the eventual hope, Tom, is that, this rocket system will eventually be able to take astronauts to the moon for NASA and ultimately sort of transform the commercial spaceflight industry. How does today's failure then sort of reckon with those long-term plans?
Well, the bottom line is you're not going to have, a perfect series of tests before you actually put people on board. You have to have failures to learn from the failures and move on. We saw that through the entire Apollo system as well. This is, however, part of Artemis, returning humans to the moon. We expect a big orbital mission around the moon in August 2025, and then landing a crew on the moon within a few years after that. It is part of NASA's program that is a joint collaboration with SpaceX.
All right, NBC News senior correspondent Tom Costello with some very interesting, exciting news. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.